on my seat, right, just in case somebody was like, well, there's an empty chair right there. We can sit there, it's fine. Thank you very much for coming down, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Third book, can't believe they let me do the first two. So this is kind of like a gift at this point. It's very aptly titled. I don't know if you've read it yet. This is an angry, angry book. And I make no apologies because I'm an angry old person now. And I am a verb away from shaking my cane at young people. It's getting that bad. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, we were sitting on the bus today waiting to come here, and I was watching television, which I shouldn't do. My wife should just take me away from all televisions because everything on there was just pissing me off so bad that I couldn't handle it. Like, it just like every other commercial was like medications that will give you more side effects than good, or like these weird. Okay, there's kids in the audience, so I gotta have to be kind of careful. No, I'm a father. I should know better, but I really don't. Let's just say there was some inappropriate commercials on at like 11 in the morning about adult lubrication. And I'm sitting there with my daughter, and I'm like, what am I doing? And she doesn't know. She's, you know, and I'm like, so I took her in the back, thinking that would, you know, fix the problem. And then I forced myself to watch Frozen for like 37 minutes. So I'm just messed up today. But thank you very much for coming down. I did not expect this many people. This is ridiculous. Did you take time off of work? That was dumb. Oh, it is Sunday, isn't it? See, I don't even know what day it is. That's where I'm at in my life. It's like, we're going to the bookstore today. It's gonna be great. We do have a little bit of time, so if anybody wants to ask me a question or do whatever, please make them questions. It bears repeating. I apologize. I will not sign your baby. And they've asked. And I will not dance for you. I'm sorry. Shut up. I dance like I'm being shot at, okay? I haven't even made it. Pass through if you want. All right, fair enough. I guess we're on the same planet. But that's true. We are in the Midwest, so you know we get the. I have one dance, and it's like the uncle dance. You know, it's like. Nobody dances with me. So yeah, if you have a question, I'd love to answer anything. If you want to do, it's like school. You raise your hand. If anybody, yes, you. You're flipping me off in English. Yes.
What can we expect from Stone Sour?
What can we expect from Stone Sour in the near future? That is a fantastic question. Right now, we are releasing. Probably every 6 months, we're doing. We went in and we started doing these covers EPs. I don't know if anybody has Meanwhile in Burbank, but thank you. Thank both of you for buying these. We just did Meanwhile in Burbank. The next one's going to be coming out very soon. It's called Straight Outta Burbank, and then the third one is called No Sleep Till Burbank. And they're as weird as they sound. And we've recorded everything already. We're just waiting on. We've got a couple of guest spots that we're waiting to record, and Straight Outta Burbank has everything from Slayer to the Rolling Stones on it, and the third one, No Sleep Till Burbank, has everything from Violent Femmes to the Buzzcocks to Van Halen. So I mean, it's going to be really, really cool. I'm pretty stoked about it. After that. Once I'm wrapped up with Slipknot, which is we're touring into next year, like summer of next year, so we will be back. Even after this tour, we're coming back next summer. You can cheer. I'm old now. We've got some demos that we're working on right now. I've got about 8 tunes that are driving me nuts. and we're gonna start putting some stuff together to get a new album out, hopefully next fall. So maybe about a year and a half from now, we're gonna have a new material by Stone Sour coming out. So there's that. Again, both of you, thank you so much. Anybody else? You. Oh. The question was, would I be willing to tell you who I kicked out of my show in 7 Deadly Sins? No. Only because in light of everything that's happened in the last week, I'm probably gonna get my pantsuit off. So I have kids' college funds I have to worry about, I have mortgages. I'm like, could you just shut your big dumb mouth, Taylor, because this is bad. I can tell you, you all know him. I can tell you that he's extremely short, even in boots. But that's all I'm gonna say. So, you, the crazy guy, yes, 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 you, yes, yes, with the Slayer t-shirt. I can't get any more specific. Mad Beans Hooper. For those of you who don't follow me in the Twitterverse, I have a tendency to change my name a lot, just because everybody changes their name that's different from the actual Twitter handle, and I just kept reading all these weird changes that were going on, and it was like, well, how weird can I push it? Because at one point I was Captain Fluffy Bug, and then at one point I promoted myself, and I think I made myself like Major Fluffy Bug for like 2 seconds, and then like all of these people started kind of joining the Fluffy Bug army, and I was like, well, it's no fun anymore. So I was like, what could be the weirdest name that would make people just be like, what is he talking about? So I tried to imagine like the nickname for like a 1930s English football player, you know? And I was like, well, Mad Beans Hooper is pretty on spot, you know? So, and people were like, who's Mad Beans Hooper? I was like, it's me now. That's just what it is. If you can't have fun with Twitter, there's no reason for you to be on there, because there's so many people either taking pointless pictures or making pointless points that it's hilarious. So, I mean, I get it. It's only 140 characters. You can only really do so much. But it's just what I do, you know? So it's been fun to kind of play with that. I'm on the verge of changing it again, though, and I really don't know what it's going to be. But, you know, that's good. That was a very strange question, but I like it. Let's see, you in the great t-shirt. Will Not Fest ever come back to the Midwest? No, it won't be California exclusive. The reason that we're doing it in California again is because that facility kind of has everything that we've been looking for to do a 3-day thing. We can set up the carnivals and everything, but I will tell you that we've been talking about expanding it to maybe doing 3 cities that kind of run across, because we don't want to turn it into a tour and then it takes away from the speciality of it, you know? Like, we love the fact that we can kind of have a destination spot that people can come for the carnival, the circus, the flames, the craziness, the camel dung. It still bothers me that PETA was like, you can't burn camel dung. Well, they weren't using it. So yeah, we're talking about expanding it slowly, because the worst thing you can do is try to make something too big and then it collapses under the weight of what you thought it meant, you know? So we're trying to do it in increments and hopefully expand it exponentially to the point where we do like 5, and absolutely we will definitely come to the Midwest when we do that. But right now we're still kind of trying to figure out what it is, but once we do, we'll be able to kind of, you know, take it where it needs to go. So, yes, dear. Do I think Paul would be proud of the new CD? I hope so. When we were in the, for those of you who don't know, Point 5 was basically the story of losing Paul, and then the subsequent anger and guilt and everything that kind of happened with that. It's basically the story of the grieving process. I would hope so. When we were in the studio, it kind of felt like he was there, you know? Like we felt like we were doing something right, and with every song that we finished and every time we would listen to something back, we would all kind of get the same chills that we had when we were working it. Yeah, exactly. So there've definitely been some times on stage where it's felt like he was there, like a lot of the heaviness has lifted from us. I mean, there were 4 years of hell for us for a while. And I'm very happy to say that once the album came out, I mean, all of you were still waiting for us and we were ready to go. So I feel like Paul would be very proud of the fact that not only did we, try to share with the fans, because that's what we all needed, but that we were able to make something in his honor that hopefully will stand the test of time. So thank you for that. That's a great question. Yeah, Buzz. You are the guys in the trunk. Oh my God. I gotta tell you this. These guys slept in a trunk all night. By the way, that they turned into a ball pit. And I saw a picture and it's like dawn, their hair is just sticking, and they're both kind of hanging out of it, like seriously, it was like a deleted scene from Back to the Future. They're hanging out, and they're just like, you guys have very puffy faces when you wake up, I hope you know that. I don't know if I want your question. Are you? Because your parents they're gonna call me. They'll be like, what have you done? What's up? Will I go in the ball pit? Can I do my thing first? I mean, we don't have to leave now. And it's like, it's slushy. Maybe. Are the balls washed? Do you wash your balls? You sure? Because they looked, I gotta be honest, they looked a little filthy. I mean, it's, are you good at washing balls? I can't go back over there. You see that here? I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, I think let's do one more, and we'll sign some books, take some pictures, do what we got to do. Yes, dear. Have I gotten my private jet yet? You've read the book. I love it. For those of you who don't know, there's a whole chapter on there about airports and just what a pain in the tushy. Do not repeat the words that Uncle Corey says. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. We just did 3 weeks in Europe with Slipknot. And to save money, we chartered a plane. And it wasn't G5 style. We weren't lounging, eating pickled whatever, I don't know how rich people eat. I'm not really sure. I still eat ramen, for God's sakes. So it helped us there was a lot of dates in a short amount of time, so it made sense for us to kind of charter a plane. Now the first day, it was awesome, because we showed up, here's this plane that's all ours, we're trying to bypass everything, and we get there, and there's a Slipknot logo right on the side of the plane. I was just like, that is righteous. Someone take a picture of me next to it. I felt like Led Zeppelin for 2 seconds. And then you get on the plane. And then you understand why they don't use it. It's not in service anymore. Because it was kind of, that's really sticky. It's one of those planes you kind of do this. And there's nobody on the plane yet, and you're just kind of, I don't want to touch anything. Do I want to sit here? Nope, there's a spring in that. Where are you sitting? I don't want to sit next to you. Okay, you're sitting there. I'm going to go way back by the bathroom. Nope, it stinks back there. Just going to sit right, I can still smell it. This tray table doesn't work. What the hell is going on? It came off. The table's off. Can somebody please fix my table, please? So that was 3 weeks, right? And it just seemed like, it was like having a Winnebago with wings. It was rickety, right? And God bless them, the company that it was called Denim Air. That is true, like denim jeans. And I'm like, did they name themselves on purpose like that? I mean, is this from Canada? What is this? What is this? And the running joke was, I was like, well, we've always considered ourselves a denim band, you know? I thought it was funny. I thought that was great, you know? So, no, I haven't got my G5 yet. It's a dream that is just out of reach. Will I ever? Probably not. I mean, hell is going through security with other people. And if you've ever gone through security with other people, you know that you just want to pull your head off and throw it at them. It's like, really? Really? Oh my God. Ugh. So, until that happens, I guess I'll just, you know, get in the line with everybody else and wait. So, I don't even know if I want one though, because the planes are cheap. It's the fuel that kills you. You know, it's like, oh, you want to fly an hour? Well, that'll be $500,000. What? I don't need to fly private that bad. You know, so you know, maybe, you know, you never know. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're gonna do the signing now. So he's like, thank God, shut up. Just let it stop. Your voice is like being stung by bees. We're gonna get the signing going. We're gonna try and sign and take pictures. So, and I'll sign, if you've got other stuff, I'll do my best to sign it for you, but just keep it in an orderly fashion and we will get it done, okay? Thank you very much for coming out.